It's been 3 years in the making, but Meta has finally released the Quest 3 at Meta Connect this week. So I'm going to take you through all the hardware changes for the Quest 3, what the gameplay's like, how it compares to the Quest 2, and all the pricing and the release information. So let's just get right into it. The most notable change for the Quest 3 has to be its size, because it is 40% thinner than the Quest 2. It is actually a little heavier than the Quest 2 though, 515 grams versus 503. However, because the Quest 3 is so much thinner, that weight sits closer to your face, so the headset actually feels lighter. The CPU inside the Quest 3 has an upgrade as well, because it now uses the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 processor that has twice the processing power of the previous Snapdragon chip that sat inside the Quest 2. It also has 8GB of RAM, which is 2GB more RAM than the Quest 2. So those two things combined are going to give developers more power and ability to use better textures and details in games, which you're going to be able to see for yourself in a bit. Now, whilst the screen on the Quest 3 is still an LCD, there are still improvements across the board. The resolution on the Quest 3 is increased over the Quest 2, 2024 by 2208 compared to 1832 by 1920 per eye on the Quest 2. The field of view is better as well, 110 degrees of horizontal field of view on the Quest 3 compared to around 90 degrees on the Quest 2. And the refresh rates of the screen, by default the Quest 3 will have 90Hz enabled with 120 in experimental mode. The Quest 3 comes with pancake lenses that are significantly thinner and provide 30% better resolution compared to the Fresnel lenses that are on the Quest 2. And the IPD adjustability on the Quest 3 sees a welcome update to variable IPD, so you can set the IPD on your Quest 3 between 58 to 71mm compared to just the 3 settings on the Quest 2 of 58, 63 and 68. So all of these changes around the screens and the lenses are just going to give you a far clearer picture with a bigger sweet spot than you get on the Quest 2. The head strap on the Quest 3 is elasticated like it is on the Quest 2, which isn't great, but it is an upgraded design which in theory should be more comfortable. However, I fully expect for third-party head straps to be turning up pretty quickly. Battery life on the Quest 3 is similar to the Quest 2 under normal use of around 2 to 3 hours. The controllers on the Quest 3 see a big change over the Quest 2. They are very similar to the controllers on the Quest Pro because there are no rings on those controllers, and yet apparently it still is able to track you as well as those controllers can. At the Meta Connect event, mixed reality was massively pushed by Zuckerberg, so in order to do that, well, you've got to have good pass-through, and the Quest 3 sees a significant upgrade here because the Quest 3 is equipped with 2 full color pass-through cameras, and that is much better than the black and white pass-through that you get with the Quest 2. It actually uses 10 times more pixels than the Quest 2 for a much clearer image as well. It's actually even using 2 times more pixels than the Quest Pro. Adding on top of that there's a depth sensor as well, and those 3 sensors are all going to work together, so it can do a whole ton of things that the Quest 2 can't do. It can auto map your room, so you don't have to draw your boundary out anymore and draw around objects. The headset is just going to do that for you. And that also allows your games to interact with your environment because it knows exactly where things are. In Stranger Things, for instance, you can literally just grab a demo bat and shove it through a portal that's hanging on your wall. Having mixed reality enabled on your headset does cut the battery life down apparently to around 1.5 hours, but if developers can do this well, it is going to make games feel so much more integrated into your real world. So we'll just have to watch this space. In amongst all the mixed reality chat, they did also talk about augments, and these are persistent virtual items that exist in your real world when you put on the headset. And it looked kind of cool, but I think it's a little bit gimmicky, so it certainly wouldn't be a reason that I bought the headset. Let's face it, the main reason that you buy a headset is for games. Fortunately, they did announce that by the end of the year, over 100 existing and new games are going to be released or updated that make the most of the Quest 3 additional power. So check out these gameplay snippets so you know what you're going to be looking forward to. One of the biggest surprises of the event was the announcement that Xbox Game Pass is going to be playable on your headset from around December. I mean, that basically means you're going to be able to play Halo or anything on a massive virtual screen in your lounge, and I can't wait to give that a try. Price wise, there are two models to the headset. There's the base model, which is a 128 gig model. That's going to set you back $499, and there's also a 512 gig storage model, and that's going to set you back $649. Both of those models are going to come with Asgards Wrath 2 for free, which is pretty cool because the game by itself is $60. And if you buy the 512 gig model, it also comes with 6 months free of Meta Quest Plus, which is their gaming subscription service. Both models will start shipping from October the 10th, and I'll put purchase links to them in the description so you can go check them out for yourself. They also announced various accessories for the headset, so you can get the facial interface and the head strap in either a blue or an orange if you want a bit of color added to a headset, and you can also get a charging dock as well, and also an elite strap in both a battery and a non-battery version. I fully expect third parties to be coming up with their own versions of accessories as well in the coming months, so just watch this space for that one. So how excited are you for the Quest 3? Do you think it's overpriced or overhyped? Or are you really looking forward to buying one? Do let me know in the comments down below. Now, all of the thoughts that I've mentioned in this video, they're based off the official specs and what info's been released from Meta to date. I haven't used one yet, and I will reserve complete judgment until I get a chance to actually do that. But I think all up, it's been a pretty big release. There's more on screen, there's more detail, there's more zombies. Getting this amount of detail on a headset that's standalone is just mind-blowing. Personally, I can't wait to get my hands on it and give it a go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to check out these other videos for more VR tips, news and reviews. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go rest up my leg now, and I'll see you in the next one.